All right, hello everybody. We're waiting for Bigg Weezy to come on. So as soon as he gets here, then we will chop it up. Hello, Herb.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on with your phone?
I'm out in a desert, so I have a horrible signal on the internet. Why?
Also, your voicemail is completely full again too.
And oh yeah, I gotta fix that. Yeah, I'm out here in the sticks, man. So there's no digital handshakes out here. So
yeah.
So we're just waiting on Weezy right now, I guess.
So anyway, I have your MP4 ready for you, and
okay.
And the other thing is when we were shooting MOVs, what you wanted was a something that was Netflix qualified, and that's why I had that thing, with the 422 and all that. So it was it was something like 100 meg a second.
Yeah. Okay. Here's Bigg Weezy.
Ah. Hi, Bigg Weezy.
Bigg.
What's up, people?
Bigg Weezy.
Man, I'm telling you, this is terrible.
Hey.
You know what? I was on another. It was just spinning, waiting for the host to let me in, and I had a new email waiting. I must have punched up last week's email or something, but it just kept spinning. Then I said, "Oh, this is an old one." Yeah. It's crazy, man. I can't do the simple shit when it comes to signing in. I'm on colored people time when it comes to doing the damn show tonight. It's just crazy. But let me tell you, it doesn't make any difference.
It's not.
Philosophy is here. How you doing, Steven? You doing good? Uh-oh, did I lose? We lost Steven. Steven Kimbrough's
gone. I'm out in hot and yeah, I'm having some internet issues, but I'm trying to fight through it.
You're having some internet issues,
yes,
Steven.
I got
But listen, let me tell you, Steven, let me tell you, it's a great day in America because Trump has decided to let everybody know that he's still in charge, but he let the GSA do their thing. He let the GSA let Biden start the transition, but he's still in charge because he is shook Trump. And everybody knows that he is still running this bitch. I'm telling you, he's still running it because he is the president of the United States, everybody. And he's going to be the president of the United States until noon on January 20th. That's what's going to happen. Why? He shook Trump.
Yeah, and he's also going to try to burn the house down before he evicted.
If you ain't up on shook Trump. Shook Trump. Still running the country. Still not conceding. Still talking my shit. Fuck Fox News. I'm with Newsmax now. I might start my own thing. But I'm here till January 20th, and that's the way it's going to be, everybody, because I'm shook Trump in the building. I'm telling you, Steven, I'm telling you, that's how we would run the country. If we were in charge, we'd be just as vindictive. There's some comics that I'm going to stop working when I become president of the United States. There's some comics that will not be doing no more comedy once I become president of the United States, just like should Trump. Now, I'm telling you, you know what? I don't even care about recycling. That's what I agree with. Now, I didn't vote for Trump. He's not my guy. But he's got some positive points, Stephen. Fuck saving plastic. I don't know about you, but it wasn't my fault that somebody invented plastic, made things lighter to carry. Can you remember what it was like when the Sparkletts bottle was all glass back in the day? I could not. That's all right. That's all right. I can't remember what it was like when the Sparkletts bottle was all glass. Herb's still with me, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm here.
Herb, can you remember when the Sparkletts bottle, when they delivered it to your house back in the 60s? First thing, when you went to someone's house and they had that big, gigantic bottle of water sitting in that dispenser, we were like, damn, this is kick-ass water. Nothing tasted like that. It was always good water because I drank tap water, right? But that bottle was heavy as fuck, Herb. The bottle was heavy as fuck. Now, we don't have to worry about it, Herb, because it's plastic. And listen, I'm all for recycling. I just don't like it that the trash people got together and said, listen, let's make every homeowner and residential owner in the United States buy 2 more trash cans. 1 for paper, 1 for plastic, and 1 for the bullshit, right? And everybody's falling for it. I put all my trash in the same container. Let whoever picks it up out front get out the truck and check it out. When I break down a cardboard box, I'm not reading where it goes. When I'm driving long distance and I pull off at the rest stop, the last thing I want to do when I'm tossing something out is read where it goes. Do I do it? Hell yeah, there's too many people watching. So I read which is the cans. So I read which is the bottles. And they've made it stupid proof. They have it real small so you can only put a bottle and a can in there, not knowing that I'm smart enough to ball my paper up and throw it in that fucking can anyway. But that's the way it works. So I'm with Shook Trump when he's talking about that the earth, and that's all a hoax. Oh my God. See, I didn't do my research like I normally do. What do we call global warming? Let me tell you, listen, black folks don't give a fuck about global warming because we were made for the hot weather. It's white people that care about global warming. Their skin's not made for the hot weather. That's why they just took us from Africa instead of just raiding Africa like they did Mexico and took over the United States. Can you imagine if that shit was backwards and we were all over in Africa right now? And that they brought Mexican people, El Salvadorian people, Guatemalan people over to Africa? Shit, we'd be kicking ass over there right now anyway, because those mofos know how to work, they know how to cook, they know how to pick shit, they know how to grow shit, they know how to build shit. That's the way it works. So Africa would be off the chain if we brought the Latino people over to that mofo. But the white folks wouldn't survive, so they just raided this country, took it over, brought us over, because they knew we'd work for free first. So that's what's happening. Shook Trump, transitions going on now. Everyone's happy. It didn't make no difference. Sleepy Joe was doing his thing. Sleepy Joe was really sleepy. He didn't say a word. He was, because, Sleepy Joe's just as gangster as Shook Trump is. If he doesn't talk about it, he's a real gangster, because real gangsters don't tell you they're gangsters. Real gangsters just act like gangsters, and they fly their colors. Joe was like, I'm not worried about a thing. On January the 20th, he'll be gone, and I'll be there. That's about it, right? And he's just picking all his people. He's pissing off everybody. Everybody who wants the cabinet to remain all white, he's pissed them off. He's picking black people, transgender people, Latino people. He's even picking women. He put a woman ahead of the national security, Homeland Security. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Was it that? It doesn't make
Homeland
any difference.
Security.
Huh?
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. Bad bitch. They put all of her shit out there today.
Yeah, put a mom in charge. There's a mom in charge of Homeland Security.
Man, I was scared. They put a picture up there. I was scared. She didn't even look tough, and that's what happened. See, because them pretty women have been proving shit their whole lives. Their whole lives, they've had to overcome their prettiness to prove that they had brains behind their shit. See, people don't realize how tough it is being pretty. I go through this bullshit all day, Herb. It's not easy being fine as fuck. And I'm chubby sexy? Oh my God. Chubby sexy? Because they're like, well, there's no way in hell a chubby motherfucker, a fat motherfucker, an obese motherfucker can't be pretty. Not only that, he's got that bullshit on the back of his neck that he carries around. I know some of you guys can't see it, but it's there. I'll never forget, somebody told me last week, people are surprised when they walk in the room because if they see me on Facebook, they think I'm photoshopping that bullshit on the back of my neck off. I'm not photoshopping shit, Herb. It's there. It's always going to be there, and it ain't going nowhere. So Shook Trump is running shit still, but he's losing it. Now, let me tell you something, okay? He's got all these people, all right, over 74 million people that voted on his ticket, voted for him in the popular. They've got all these people following him. They all believe it's a hoax. I see them when they get interviewed, whether it's CNN, MSNBC, or Fox. All right, it's crazy. But I'm going to tell you where Trump fucked up. Rudy Giuliani is not a lawyer anymore. This guy, he couldn't argue my balls off my body. It's crazy. That news conference last Thursday. Did you see it, Herb? Did you see that shit?
In front of that, what was it? Four Seasons, Four Seasons gardening outfit.
Not the Four Seasons. No, not the Four Seasons.
Or
nursery.
the one where he was this great melting pile of flop sweat. With the hair dye running down his face.
Oh my God! You know what I love? Listen, what I love about Rudy what I love about Rudy is the longer he talks, the more you're going to see this shit. You're going to see that, right? Makeup melting. Everything's melting. You can't believe. Think about it. Think about it. 2001. He's the mayor of New York during 9/11. He's on his way to fuck out. He even tried to extend his mayorship. I don't know if people remember this, but he tried to extend it. He didn't want to leave office. Now that him and Donald, they're made for each other, except Rudy sounds like a fool. How can you be such an educated man? A man who has dedicated his life, part of his life, his older life, to public service, okay? And during one of the most tragic situations in our nation, 9/11, 2001, you get there and you're part of pulling the country together, giving your news briefings every day. People are looking at you and thinking, this motherfucker can be president one day. That's what we were all thinking. The presidential time for this dude is in the bag. When Bush is finished, when Bush is done, it's Rudy. Of course, he ran up against Barack. Everybody ran up against Barack. But at that time, Barack was just a junior senator. Did nobody give a fuck? As a matter of fact, we, even as black people, are like, what kind of fucking name is Barack Obama? Now we got streets named after this motherfucker in our country. We got gas stations named after this motherfucker in parts of our country. I know, because I saw it when I used to watch Live PD before they took them off the air for Black Lives Matter protesting. Now let me tell you this. Rudy was on fire then, but there was the powers that be, they knew what was up. They knew Rudy wasn't shit. They don't know how he got to be mayor, but the way this guy was on the press conference, it was I think it was either last Thursday or Friday. I was out of town, came up, you got Rudy, who took over as the head legal mind of this voter fraud lawsuit situation. He had some silly ass people. He had this one lady, I can't remember her full name, Sydney somebody. Yeah. She's talking about voting machines that were changing they were programmed. The voting machines were programmed by a guy who's dead, who used to either invented the machines or his company owned the machines that were changing the votes. The machines were changing the votes. She got so crazy over the weekend that even that Suge was like, bitch, gotta go. She's no longer part of the team. They started distancing herself from her. She was never part of the legal team. She was on the panel with Rudy. She spoke with Rudy last week about the lawsuit and all the things they were going to do. Somebody crazier and looked and sounded stupider than Rudy did. And we all know Rudy can't be stupid because he's one of the top dogs in our country. You can't get that far being stupid. I don't get it. I mean, that's how I believe. Anyone that we don't like that's in a high position, we have to, if you are honest with yourself, you have to say they can't be as stupid as it appears to be optically because they got to that position. Rudy's an ugly motherfucker, so he didn't eat pussy to get to that position. That motherfucker worked to that position. That's what we know. But in essence, he doesn't carry that anymore. I don't ever think Rudy could be elected to be the class president of my 8th grade class. That's how far he's dropped. It's crazy, Herb. It's crazy. But should Trump give the man credit? He's sticking to his guns. You don't have to like him. I personally am happy that The Apprentice will get a reboot now. I want to see him fire motherfuckers again on The Apprentice. I want him to take C and D celebrities and boost them up and make them in the top dogs again, because that's what happens. It used to be if you were on his show or Dancing with the Stars or something like that, your career wasn't going that great. Now, who am I to judge? Because they won't even put my ass on any of those shows because I'm a celebrity that has no letter. I'm a celebrity that's no, you got your A, B, and C celebrity. I'm a Z celebrity, Herb. Z. That's the last letter in the alphabet. That means I'm the last motherfucker that will ever think about putting me ever on anything in this world. That's my lane. And I know it. I accept it. That's my lane. But if you go to my Facebook page, my honeys be banging because I'm a pretty chubby motherfucker. And I got it. And I got the pretty people clause problem. So that's what it is, Herb. That's what's going on right now. We're transitioning. Money is crossing hands. Office space is being given up now. Tables and chairs. Presidential briefings are coming his way. Cabinets looking fantastic. I mean, as regular people, we don't know. We just know that the anchors on all the major networks, the network television and on the news networks, are talking about the cabinet, the experience, the making America great again. This has happened. What happened is Sleepy Joe's making America great again. That's what's going on, but that's what's happening. How was your week, Herb? Weezy Lots to be Bigg Weezy, where bad advice is advice and ignorant talk is talk. We're here tonight doing the damn thing. Herb, tell me, how was your week?
My week was actually pretty good. And since, like I said, the only thing is since last week, it's been a while, but I found out that Brandon had died. And then, so Sunday, Father Jamie did a funeral mass for him at the theater. And so it turned out really well. And I videoed it for Kimbrough. So, the original file was too big. So I converted that for him so that he's going to have that thing posted, when he gets back from Desert Hot Springs. So it's going to be something to see. It was pretty good.
Whoa. Wait a minute. When I saw Steven a little while ago with the bad connection, you mean he's in Desert Hot Springs?
I think he is, yeah, because I've forgotten his name, which is terrible. The guy that's the wonderful guitarist, and I think he's out there.
Van Halen? Was it Van Halen? No, it wasn't Van Halen, was it?
No, the jazz guy. He's really big and he has a gray beard, and so anyway, he's out there.
Oh, well, that narrows it down for me.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're here working. And Doug McDonald. There it is.
Yeah.
It's Doug McDonald. Steven put it up.
I lost
Doug
his
McDonald.
name in the mess.
No, listen.
God, I'm old.
Let's just make this very clear, Steve. Let me make this very clear, Herb. All right. As you know, I do this every week. Yeah. I'm not a professional. All right. I'm having fun. I'm doing my thing. All right. This is for my 6 dedicated people that show up every week. And half of them are my family members. All right. Yeah. I didn't know it was Doug McDonald. Steven flashed it on the screen, and I happened to look up and read it just like a real fucking news anchor would do. All right. I got the information from the newsroom. That's what happened. From the newsroom. The information came from the newsroom. That's what happened. I really didn't know that information. I'm not going to. The real puppet master, Stephen Kimbrough, fed me that information. All right. All we know is that he's in Desert Hot Springs and he's living it up. All right. Whatever he's doing the damn thing. Okay. Last week I brought my show to you from Florida. All right. I was in Florida last week doing the damn thing. If I told you guys where I was, you wouldn't even believe it. All right. I was actually doing the show half naked. I was just wearing a shirt, my glasses and a hat. All right. And I was sitting around half naked. All right. I had just gotten out the swimming pool and ran in there and then got the show started. I didn't even have lighting. If you look at last week's show, there was no lighting. I did that shit natural, no filter. And you know why? Because I'm pretty as fuck, because pretty people we know we don't need no filters. So that's what it was. All right. Now, my man Shook Trump, he always needs a filter. People have no idea how orange that shit really is. They lighten his hair up for him. So that's what it is. So now Steven's out in Desert Hot Springs. That's toward the Palmdale area, isn't it?
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. I'm sorry, I said Palmdale. Oh, man, I done gone all the way ghetto. I mean, Palm Springs area. And right now, this is their season, Herb. This is their season. It's not hot. The weather is perfect. This is their season. If you want to get great hotel rooms out there, all right, Palm Springs, yes. If you want to get a great room, that's where you go during when it's 127 degrees out there.
Yeah.
Because you can get a room when it's 127 degrees. Right now, this is their season. The summer is their off season. This is their season. So not only is Steven not here with us, but he's there in Desert. Great guy. He's in the Palm Springs area during their on season. This is like going to New York in the summer when there's no snow. So Steven's up there, he's hobnobbing. He's having a good time with his terrible internet connection. That's why you stay at a Holiday Inn Express, Steven. The Holiday Inn Express, where you wake up in the morning, refresh, like you can conquer the world, because all their shit works and their breakfast is not that bad. No, hot tubbing. He's hot tubbing right now. You know what? I want to let you guys know something. Hot tubs aren't all they cracked up to be. I don't know about you, but I don't like it when my testicles are hotter than the rest of my body. All right? I got into a nice warm pool, like I said, a week ago, and the pool was a little hot. The pool was 104 degrees. I mean, all I needed was soap. Okay?
Yeah.
I could have bathed my fat ass
That's
in that
a bath.
sucker.
Yeah.
That's a bath. But that's how they keep it. Who am I to complain? I'm staying for free. All right? Everything was there. All right? I had, get this is where they fucked up. I had refrigerator privileges. Okay? Let me tell you. Let me repeat that again. I had refrigerator privileges. Do you know what that's like? When you can go into somebody else's refrigerator and pick shit and eat it, and nobody's going to get pissed or talk shit to you to after you leave? That's what I had. That was the shit. Okay? Now, kudos to the people who let me stay with them when I went out of town last week. But I'm sorry. I mean, I felt so guilty. I ordered a case of water and a bottle of soda before I left to show that I was, nice guy. But I had that shit delivered from Walgreens. It's not like I went out and bought it myself, but that's what you got to do. But I had refrigerator privileges. I started eating other people's shit. That's how comfortable I got. I started eating, right? Somebody had ordered some hot cakes, some eggs, and a steak. Steak and eggs, hot cakes. I'm looking. I said, it's just been here 2 days, right? It's been here 2 days. That's not my problem, because in California, when you visit somebody's house and they give you refrigerator privileges and the shit's in there 2 days, it's fair game. And because I know how to warm shit up in the microwave oven, the steak was probably medium rare, because I warmed it up and it was still medium rare, because I know how to use a microwave. I hate it when someone puts a plate in there, hits 2 minutes, walks the fuck away. The first thing you have to do, Herb, is you got to check. Is it an 800-watt microwave, 900, 1200? That determines the length of time and the amount of power it's going to take to warm your food up. So you don't need to leave it in there as long. I don't even put pizza in a microwave. I put pizza in a saute pan, or more commonly known as a skillet for regular people.
Yeah.
I put it in a saute pan, water in the bottom, put my slices on top, put it on low, cover it with the lid. 20 minutes later, pizza. No, it's perfect. Bottom is nice and dry because the water absorbed it, kept it nice and dry. Heat came over the top, steam, melted my cheese, just like it came out the box. Because I'm an expert, motherfuckers. Not only am I pretty chubby, not only do I have pretty people problems, I know how to warm shit up, right? Microwave, top of the stove, soup, you name it. Nothing melts. Because you're really not supposed to leave anything in one of them to-go containers. You know, the kind that's got the styrofoam on it, where people warm it up too long And then all of a sudden they think they got cheese in the bottom of the fucking container. And then you find out it's not cheese. It's the fucking container. Not me. When I warm that shit up, container doesn't melt. Food is hot and tasty. Plus, what's the biggest problem with microwave food? The biggest problem is you can't eat it directly when it comes out. You got to let it rest 1 or 2 minutes, people. There's a danger zone right there. That shit might pop, hit you in the eye, explode, have a nut. That's what can happen. So you got to let it rest a little bit. And then you just go ahead and you enjoy that food, those little tiny morsels that are left over, like it's the first time that it was ever cooked. I can warm some meat up. I can warm some bacon up. I can warm some soup up, but I can't warm no pizza up. Pizza goes in the saute pan, a little bit of water, put it on low, cover it up. Shit's fantastic. So that's where I was last week, out of town, doing the show. Refrigerator privileges. I was happy with that. You know, I'm sorry. I'll probably never be invited back, but that's just the way it is. One thing I want to say, though, left that bathroom in pristine condition. That's right. The toilet looked like it was never touched. I only took one shit when I was there. It was the last day. I flushed it good. No shit stains on the toilet, because there's nothing worse than shit stains on the toilet, right? Have you ever gone to use the bathroom? Someone's used it before you. It's got stains on it already. You can't shit on top of that. It's mental. It's mental. It's not personal. It's mental, right? It's like drinking out of the containers in your refrigerator, right? People come to your house. They don't know you do it, right? They thirsty. You give them something to drink anyway. They're cool. But if they see you drink out of the container, it's like, oh, no, thank you, right? That's what it is with shit stains in your toilet. You walk in there, you see it, you can't shit, you have to, but you can't, you won't. It's a mental game. Your mind won't let your ass sit on the toilet because you think the seat's dirty, but it really isn't. And that's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen, on Weezy-losophy, because it's these type of little tidbits, the ignorant talk, the type of talk that really is enlightening. You know what I'm saying? Herb, do you take craps in other people's houses?
I try to avoid it. I've done it, but I try to avoid it.
And the reason why do you try and avoid it, Herb?
Because partly someone else's toilet, and partly because, shit stains.
Listen,
They don't
I
clean.
have
People
no
don't
issues.
clean them.
I got no issues, Herb. If I got to shit and I'm at your house, I'm shitting. You know how people like to leave the fan on and close the door? Not me. No, I'm coming out. You already know what's happening. I've been gone 8-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? The cat's out the bag, Herb. I've been gone for 8 to 10 minutes. No one pisses that long. All right? I'm taking a crap. All right? We all know what crap smells like. We don't really want to smell it, but it's just something we have to do. I never got the closing of the door. When you shit in my house, keep the door open. Let that shit dissipate naturally like it's supposed to. We're only talking 2 or 3 minutes. All right? 2 or 3 minutes. The only time you're really going to smell the crap is if they got the heat turned up too high in the winter. All right? Then it might permeate. But still, people are kind, Herb. They're not going to say a word. They're not going to say, ooh, what's that smell? Now, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old is going to be like, ooh, mommy, something stinks. And she's going to get, shut up, don't say that. That's going to happen. 4, 5, 6-year-old, they're going to say, man, it smells like shit in this motherfucker. And they're going to be right, right? Adults, they ain't going to say nothing till when? After you leave, Herb. Then they're going to be like, damn, did that motherfucker just take a shit and leave that smell? That's what's going to happen. So, yeah, I'll shit in your house. I ain't got no problem with shitting in your house. Matter of fact, first thing I do, if I have to shit in your house and I can't hold it, the first thing I check is the amount of toilet paper on the roll. That's what I need to know. Is there enough paper for me to finish the job? And if it isn't, then I start searching for the spare rolls. First place you look, under the sink. Am I right, Herb? That's the first place you look. Because if you're not leaving your toilet paper out for everyone to see the toilet paper when they walk in and know that that's where the spare rolls are kept, because, you know, some people got one of them little spare roll holders on the back of the seat or somewhere where you can see it. Visually, it's right there. All right. Or if you stay in the Airbnb, they always pile up 6, 7 rolls in the bathroom at an Airbnb. They have it like that. But most people, they don't have extra rolls sitting out like that. You gotta explore under the sink, under the cabinet. You open it up. That's normally where it is. That's where I look. I find the spare roll. I take it out. It's with arm's reach just in case I need it. If I don't use it, it goes back. But you gotta have enough paper because I wipe a lot, Herb. I like to make sure that I get every inch of whatever I need to get in. You can't have, when you're my size, you can't half-ass clean. You got to clean all the way. That's where it is. So yeah, I'm gonna shit in your house. I'm not even gonna feel bad about it because why should I? It's a natural thing. I mean, when we were walking around in public, everyone you see eventually is gonna take a shit if they haven't already. Even the fine-ass women, right? Even somebody that you see that's just like, damn, she's, oh, man, oh, I wish I could talk to her. Oh, I wish I could take her out. Oh, I wish I could smash that. Even her is going to have to take a shit one day. Yeah. So what happened is we all do it. It's no big deal. I don't care. And I shit in public. What about you, Herb? You ever shit in public?
Use a public toilet, yeah.
But what about for the number 2?
Yeah.
Me too. I got no problems with it. And I do the same thing. Check to make sure there's enough toilet paper before I go. Yeah. And if there isn't, then I use the ass gaskets. Those are the little seat.
Yeah.
Those are the little seat protectors. I call them ass gasket because it's like a gasket in between your ass and the toilet seat. All right. So I'll just use that as my backup toilet paper. And if worse comes to worse, paper towels are in play. All right. Now, if they don't have a paper towel dispenser because they've got what's it called? The exhilarator, you know, that's that heavy air dryer that just blows hard, but it dries your hands fast, but it just blows hard. It's not like that cheap dryer that some of the McDonald's have where you still got to push the button and it doesn't blow just as hard. The accelerator, it is triggered by motion. You put your hand under there and woo, it just blows it, right? If it's got one of those, then there's not going to be any toilet paper. Got to go with ass gaskets plan B, all right? And the worst thing in the world is when there's a gigantic roll, but it's right at the end because you can't gauge that roll like you can a regular roll. See, we can walk in on a regular roll, and if it's single ply, you pretty much know you got twice as much as you do with the double ply. All right, so the single ply paper, I can handle single ply. I can look right now and say, okay, that's a 1/4 inch single ply paper. That's enough to clean my ass. I'm doing the regular shit. Got no diarrhea. I'm in business. And diarrhea is really not that big of a deal because normally with diarrhea, you're just dabbing anyway because it's too liquefied. So you're dabbing. It's not like a regular shit where you got to wipe and scoop and dig. Then, you know, it's dabbing when it comes to the diarrhea. All right. It's that in-between shit, you know, that mushy shit, the one that's not solid enough to just come out clean, but it's just, it breaks. And then it feels like it's half in, half out. You know, that's extra cleaning. And that becomes a headache. The problem is you don't know what kind of shit you're going to have until you begin. Once you sit down and it starts moving, that's when the determination is made. And when you get to be my age, you can tell right from the first push, oh, fuck, this is going to be a break off. You know, yeah, I shit in public. I got no problems doing it. That's what I do. And I have no qualms with it. All right. And it's very seldom do I walk into a bathroom I can't handle. There's some filthy ass bathrooms. Let's all face it right now. The filthiest restroom bathrooms are at AM PM. That's it. Yeah. I say no more. AM PM. First thing, if they have a restroom to let you use, because there's always some bullshit, right? I'm telling you, when I landed a week ago in Florida, I'm taking my Uber. I got to use the bathroom real bad. So I had to tell the guy twice because he was on the phone. He didn't know I knew he was on the phone. He was talking low. He was on the phone. But the screen right there said he was on the phone. I said, hey, sir, I really got to use the bathroom. So he gets off. We get off on one of those exits where there's nothing around. So we end up driving about almost a mile, and then we spot a 7-Eleven. Get to the 7-Eleven, pull in. I'm feeling good. All right, because this is not a LA 7-Eleven. This is an out-of-town 7-Eleven. And this is not LA because LA is different. You know, they don't let you use the bathroom at most 7-Elevens in LA. So I'm thinking, all right. But this is out-of-town 7-Eleven. So we pull in. I'm wanting the guy say, hey, sir, I need to use the restroom. He goes, oh, we close the restroom at 11. I'm like, fuck, it's 11:25. So I missed it. No, it was 12:25. So I missed it by like an hour and a half. And I said, sir, come on. I know you're supposed to say that. Listen, let me tell you this, right? So I gave him the out-of-town story. I'm from out of town, just landed, was at the airport an hour. You know, it took a half hour for me to get an Uber because I'm going a long way. Couldn't find one. It's late here. Finally got one. I'm on my way. Got to use the bathroom. I can't wait. All right? So I would really appreciate it, sir, if you could just open it up for me. I won't tell anybody. He goes, no, I can't do it. I don't have the key. And I'm like, wait a minute. What time did you start working? He goes, 11. I said, what time do you get off? He goes, 8. I said, at 7. And I said, you're going to work all night without using the bathroom? That's how I know you're full of shit, because you got to use the bathroom. You're here 8 hours. 11 to 7 is 8 fucking hours. You're not holding piss for 8 fucking hours. And you're a big boy too. I'm a big boy. You're not as big as me. You're not as pretty as me. You're an ugly big boy, but you're still a big boy. Still in the club. No big deal. So I know you got to use the bathroom. How in the fuck do you use the bathroom? So I know you got a key. They just tell you not to let anybody use the bathroom because they don't want you letting motherfuckers in there. They don't want them being in there all night long. They don't want them sleeping. They don't want homeless people coming. I know the drill. So just let me have the key and let me use the bathroom. I appreciate it because I'm not homeless. You see, I'm with the Uber driver. That's the Uber driver who's buying the shit right now. Uber driver, put your money away. I got you, because he pulled off. So I bought his water. I bought his candy bar. He's appreciative. No problem. So, boom, can I have the key? The guy says no. I said, well, how do you use the bathroom? We just went through this. He goes, I pee behind the trash container. So what did I do, Herb? I peed behind the trash container because he's doing it.
Yeah.
All right. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. He says, listen, there's cameras. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving town in 3 days. All right. I'm leaving town in 3 days. Let him come track my fat ass down in California if there's going to be a problem with me using the trash can out there. So that's what I did, Herb. Used the trash can. Got back in the car, drove off. Uber driver drove me 100 miles to my destination. All right, 100 miles to my destination. Damn Uber ride cost me $148, and I tipped the motherfucker $40.
Yeah.
All right, and I tipped him $40. So it was crazy. But yeah, I use the bathroom in public. Have no problems doing it. Steven, if you're still listening and you're still with us, you're out of town. Do you take a shit when you're out of town for a few days, Stephen, or do you hold it till you get back home? Just type up the answer and we'll reveal it. Here it is. Yes, he does take a shit when he's out of town, ladies and gentlemen. He's away. Now, that's fantastic. Now, listen, this is what's so crazy because people feel comfortable. Am I right, Herb? You feel comfortable. And let me tell you guys, ignorant talk is talk. Don't be looking at me like, how do we go from shook Trump to transition in this, public usage of the number 2. We did it because bad advice is advice, and we're advising people on whether or not using the bathroom in public is safe. All I can tell you is I've been using the bathroom in public ever since I was about 8, 9 months old. All right. And I have contracted zero viruses from doing that. All right. Because first thing, a homeless person taught me something. You get a paper towel or you get an ass gasket. You put a little soap on there from where you wash your hands. You clean the toilet seat with that. You get another ass gasket and you wipe it down really good. Hold on a second. I acquiesced to the toilet. And you clean it off really good. Then you can sit down without using an ass gasket. Now some people say, you don't use an ass gasket? Hell fucking no. There's so many people not even sitting on the toilet doing a squat crap, or they're using an ass gasket that by the time I clean it, I'm probably the first one that's actually sat on the toilet that day. So I'm safe. 60 years old, and I'm proof that you can sit on the toilet in public without an ass gasket, ladies and gentlemen. Don't shoot the messenger. All right? Just take the high road on this one. All I'm saying is...
One question,
yes.
Weezy, have you ever run into little mini toilet paper rolls, in like motels and things?
You mean where there's not enough paper?
You know, they
Or
have
just a
just
small
little
roll?
rolls that are come that way. They put a new roll every day, but it's has maybe at most about a half an inch of, they'll say they have super good toilet paper. They'll have triple ply toilet paper, but there's only a half an inch on there.
First thing,
And it's the
I like.
same. I think it was I think it was Motel 6. The last time I stayed in one of those, they did that.
Say no more, Herb. Motel 6, that's all you have to say. There used to be a time where Motel 6 was, we'll leave the light on for you, right? They had this great promotion, ran 10, 12 years, had that guy with the Southern accent on there, we'll leave the light on for you, and this is the place to go. Now we all know that the Motel 6 is where the drug dealers, crackheads, and prostitutes, that's where they go. That's where they go. That's their Ritz fucking Carlton, all right? All right? Because if I stay in a Motel 6, I'm desperate as fuck. Let me tell you what Motel 6 started doing 9 years ago. They got so tired of these motherfuckers, they ripped up all their carpet and put in these fake-ass wood floors, right? Mm-hmm. Then someone realized, my God, how much money we can save on carpet cleaning, and now almost all your major chains are ripping up their carpet eventually and putting in these damn fake-ass hardwood floors, all right? I had one of my exes, she would always wear socks. She used to look at me and she would be like, why are you walking around with just your feet on the carpet? Why are you sitting in your underwear on the freaking chair? She goes, do you know what happens in that chair? I said, yeah, we're about to do what the fuck happens in this chair. I know what happens, all right? It's like what I said earlier. If you don't see the shit when you're taking the shit, you'll take the shit. But if there's already shit stains, it fucks with your mind. So if I don't see no cum stains and sexual stains on the chair, I'm thinking it's all good. You know how many people are afraid of the remote control in your room now? That people are bringing their own little Ziploc bags, putting it over the remote control so that they can watch TV. All that does for a guy like me is say, I can touch the remote control because nobody else is fucking with the remote control. It's a win. That's what I think. It's a win. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's sitting on the furniture because they think everyone's fucking on the furniture. So what does that do for me? It's a win. I'm in business. All right? I can sit there on the furniture butt fucking naked now. So I'm all good. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Do your thing. Be safe. It works in Weezy's favor. So now, toilet paper. Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about. But the one thing I love about hotels is there's always extra toilet paper. As a matter of fact, they think I'm using a whole roll. Because if I'm there 3 days, you're bringing in a new roll every day. Because I'm getting 2 towels, I'm getting 2 hand towels, 2 body towels, and 4 rolls of toilet paper. All right. I leave the extra roll in my trash, in my luggage, just for that. All right. If you in my room, I'm going to bring it down next week and show everyone. In my room, I've got all the towels set up almost similar to a hotel room towel because they're all white. They're all from different hotels. Every towel I had is from a hotel. All right. They're white. I bleach them really good, take care of them because there's nothing like a freshly clean hotel towel. It's got that hotel towel smell. I don't know what they use. I can't find it. All right. Because I can never get them as white. All right. I don't care how much bleach I use. I can never get them as white, but I got them in my room right now. And they're all rolled up and they're put up in pyramids and they're stacked up. It's fantastic. I dry my hands with the towels. All right. I dry my hands twice on the towel, then boom, toss it into my towel hamper. All right. I wash with a new towel every day. I dry my hands on the towel twice and I toss it. I dry with a clean towel every day, as if I'm in a hotel and they're hotel towels and they're kick-ass towels. I got a towel from the Seal Box in Louisville from the Seelbach Hilton in Louisville. That was the biggest towel ever. I got 3 of those motherfuckers. They're still great. The towel is so big, it wraps around me. I love that towel. It's crazy. So, but the toilet paper issue, Herb, that you're talking about in the hotels, you just never run out. But you're right. Motel 6, they'll just repeat that shit. They'll repeat it, and that's what they do. But the bottom line is it's single ply, and everybody who knows me knows I love single ply. I hate double ply and triple ply. Fuck that. It's too thick. See, if you're used to using a certain amount of toilet paper, like I am with single ply, when I get that with the other ply, I've got too much. It won't clean. I can't stop it. I can't get where I need to get. I've got too much paper. All right. And it's hard to gauge sometimes because I'm not used to using it. Then my finger goes through. And we all know what happens when your finger goes through.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, shit. You got to check to make sure that there is no shit. So it's crazy, But that's what's happening, Herb. Yeah, you're right. Toilet paper in a hotel room, it's some crazy shit.
Anyways, the other thing was, you remember the toilet paper shortage? I was in the 99-cent store, and it was called 99 cents plus. They had 10 packs of that crap that the Motel 6 uses, and they said, we're sorry, this is the only thing that we can get. And they said, I think it was $4 for one of those. And
wow.
But they were apologizing for it because there were only 10 of them, only about this big around.
Wow.
I ended up never needing to use it. I still got it, but it's and it was called you know how I try to think of Charmin and their little font.
Yes.
It looked like Charmin, but that's not what they wrote on it.
Right. Barman. Carmen.
Yeah, something
Larman.
like that.
Right. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's just crazy. And now, as you know, I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's starting to be a run on toilet paper again.
Yeah. I know Smart and Final, got cleaned out about 2 days ago.
See?
Said, huh?
Just
cleaned out.
Yeah.
You know those giant super rolls that are 1,000 feet?
That's what I use. Scott, 1,000 feet.
They got cleaned out of those. Somebody just.
I always buy that. I buy the 20 roll pack for about $14.
Yeah.
And that's what I normally, and that's what I bought. That's the last one I bought like about a month and a half ago. I still have a half of them left. And then all of a sudden I noticed when I was at Target right before I left town a week ago that it was empty. I said, wow, it was starting to come along. And so, today when I went to pick up my groceries at Ralph's, because, Bigg Weezy orders his groceries now and they bring it out to his car, because any place that has curbside pickup, I'm using. The pandemic has forever changed the way I shop. I shop from my phone, and then they put it in my car. And that's the best thing going for me. So she was telling me how you just came out. She recognized me. How you doing? Find out everything going. She goes, man, we're starting to, we're having to run on toilet paper, right? So my brother hits me today. My brother goes, I can't find any paper towels, because I told my brother I need paper towels, man. So I end up paying double at Amazon to order paper towels. All right. And so I have to have them because I use paper towels. I'm not a paper towel guy. I'm not a paper towel guy. I'm not a tissue guy. You go to some people's house, they got a roll of paper towels in the kitchen. They've got tissue on the nightstand. They've got tissue available. I only have that stuff here for my mom. I don't use that stuff. My father didn't believe in that stuff. All right. Toilet paper, double as the same paper you blew your nose with, as the same paper you wipe your ass with. Right. That's how I grew up. So paper towels, yes.
Send your brother to Auto Parts. Get those blue paper towels. They're about $4 a roll, but they're paper towels, and they're way better than the supermarket.
Yeah, but the problem is, Herb, I can't see myself spending $4 on something I'm going to toss in the trash.
You can rinse these out, hang them up, and let them dry if you want to be cheap with them.
Oh,
They're
well, now
they're that strong.
Herb's serious business. He goes, go to the AutoZone, Big Weezy. Get the $4 per roll paper towels. That's paper towel. You can use that thing for a month before you have to replace
Literally,
it.
yes.
I mean, you can.
If you want to be cheap,
Weezy, you can wring this shit out, Weezy.
Yes.
You can wring this. That's crazy. That is crazy. I got you. I understand, man. It's just crazy. So now, we've gone all over. We've been crazy tonight, Herb.
Mhm.
All right. Weezy Lasby is gone off the chain.